Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Let's celebrate Jason universe, because right now there's a lot of legalities with the Friday the 13th universe. I went to Halloween Horror Nights back in October, and it wasn't Friday the 13th, it was Jason universe. So I'm going to be ranking all the Jason movies. I'm super excited to show you guys what I think about all the movies. I haven't seen all them that much, but some of them I've seen quite a few times, so I'm excited to dive into them again. 12th place goes to Jason X, which is last place. It's just not a Friday the 13th or Jason Universe film, in my opinion. It's very just far-fetched and just not anything that I'm really that interested in. It's kind of cool that they go into like the future so much, but it's not well done. A little Easter egg though is that the woman right there, she's in the Chucky series season 1. She's the mom of one of the characters, so little throwback. I mean, a little Easter egg as well. So last place. 11th place is Jason Goes to Hell. It's just, yeah, there's just a lot of not very good movies in this franchise, unfortunately. Like, I'll be honest, until like 5th or 6th place, I think that's like when I start enjoying the films and then loving them. So yeah, this one's not that good. The fact that Jason is like possessing other people because they had to get rid of him, it just, yeah. It's far-fetched. I mean, it's all far-fetched, but I just like when Jason is a little bit more of a simple thing. I don't think they need to like make him this big, grand, like otherworldly thing, like when it goes to space or goes to hell. 10th place is Freddy vs. Jason. Another one where I'm like not that into it, like at all. Some people say it's a guilty pleasure. It's interesting for sure, like having the two horror icons that were the most iconic at the time. Besides Ghostface. Ghostface was obviously my favorite of around the 90s and early 2000s and still now. But anyways, yeah, Freddy vs. Jason is just mid, in my opinion, and not very good and not very scary. Sadly, Nightmare on Elm Street was doing the same thing, where like further on, the sequels were just not up to par compared to the originals. In 9th place is Jason Takes Manhattan, and this is a gimmick movie. Let's just be real. It's definitely better than the last movies, even though most of the movies actually on the boat, I just remembered. But yeah, they went to New York and actually filmed there a little bit. 8th place goes to Friday the 13th, The New Blood. It's kind of an interesting concept of someone coming and accidentally like unveiling Jason again, but it's been done so many times at this point where the franchise was definitely just very drawn out. This is definitely not a bad movie compared to like the last ones that I've been ranking, where like this one's like not bad, but it's just definitely mid and not great compared to what we're about to rank. 7th place goes to Friday the 13th, Jason Lives. Essentially, it's just another redundant film of Jason coming back. Tommy Jarvis, one of the survivors, actually, resurrects him somehow. And yeah, so just very redundant. Once again, a mid movie compared to what comes next in the franchise. 6th place goes to Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, which it was kind of a new beginning, so I'll give credit to this film. Basically, followed a copycat killer, not Jason Voorhees, which fans were not happy about. Kind of like a Halloween 3 situation where Michael Myers was not in the film. So, yeah, I just find that kind of interesting. Definitely not one of my favorite movies, but definitely, something new, a new beginning. 5th place goes to Friday the 13th, Part 2. This is still a really good film. The only reason why it's in this place is because he has the burlap sack, and it's slightly repetitive to the first one, but instead of Pamela Voorhees' point of view, you get Jason's point of view because it's 5 years later. Definitely not a bad film. All the movies going forward, I really do enjoy. And I want to give credit to Jason Universe and Friday the 13th. 4th place goes to Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. I really enjoyed this movie. We get to go in a new location slightly. It's not that much of a different location, but it is different. And it's the first time that you think Jason is gone, but then comes back. And so I give it credit. Like, it's an interesting concept for the first time, where later on they kept repeating it. So this was the original to do it. And it has some of the most glorious kills, which is obviously good for a horror franchise. And yeah, I really enjoy this one. Third place goes to Friday the 13th, Part 3. Funny enough, I really enjoy this film. This is actually one of my favorites to rewatch, because this is the film that Jason gets his famous mask. Most people, unless you're a really horror nerd, you don't know that Jason doesn't get his mask until the third film. In the first one, he's not even in it. The second one, he has the burlap mask. And then the third one, how he gets the hockey mask is iconic. I love that part of the movie. Yeah, so this movie is super iconic in my opinion, and one of the best. We listen and we don't judge. In second place, I can't believe I'm even saying this, is the original Friday the 13th. I'll explain why when we get to first place, which film is in that spot and why it is. But this film is perfect. It's an amazing movie. The twist is an amazing twist. And other horror movies tried to replicate this so many times, and so many were not successful. And a few were, like Scream, but a lot throughout the 80s and 90s, and even now, they just can't compete with this twist of this film. And this movie was super creepy and still is. Pamela, I don't know the actress's name, but she does an amazing job. And just the story, the origin of Jason is really cool. In first place goes to the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th. This film is what you do to make a remake. They did everything right, in my opinion. It's up there with like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre remakes. Those were really good as well. This film combined 1, 2, and 3 and just made it such a perfect blend of like the original films that, you know, it was inspired by, and then making it modern. And they knew the audiences were going to be confused and not knowing, is Jason in one, and who's Pamela, and when does he get the hockey mask. So what they did for you was combine it all into one, which is risky. Some people think, oh, why wouldn't you spread it out? Or, it's a risky move to put all that context into one film, but it paid off so well. And the kills are amazing. The cast is amazing. I'm biased because I was 11 when this movie came out, and I don't think I saw it in theaters, but I definitely rented it on Redbox, if anyone remembers that. And I absolutely love this film, and it still holds up to this day. Okay, guys, that is my ranking of all the Friday the 13th films. This was so fun. I hope you guys enjoy Friday the 13th today. We have one in March and then one in November this year, so we're booked and busy for the horror fans.